Today I'm going to show you a portable fan, and this is by a company called RUNACC. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name of that company, but the model is X40. This is a portable fan, so you can bring it anywhere with you because it has a lithium-ion battery built in. You can charge it up and then you can move the fan to where you want. I do love a bit of outdoor barbecue, and I'm always the one who has a stove. On a hot summer day, if there's a breeze, fantastic. If there is none, or if the breeze is on the wrong direction, you end up like taking all the heat and smell like a barbecue afterwards. So I always wanted a fan, and sometimes I do pull an extension and then like have a fan next to me, but it's just a bit troublesome. Yeah, my review is never scripted, so I'm just going to show you what it looks like when it arrives, open it up, have a go at it and see if it is good or bad. So you be the judge and see how good or how bad this is. So you come in a box like this with some specification on the side. X40 is the model number, as I said. Stepless speed regulation. So that means that, you know, it's not just white level 1, 2, or 3. I think you just turn it down and then the speed will go up or down accordingly. I don't know. It's a good concept to have a chargeable fan like this. It's a 10-inch fan effectively on a power bank. But I'm already spotting like, you know, spelling mistake and stuff like that. So input voltage is put IP put voltage. Hang speed, what is hang speed? I think they mean high speed. I mean, this is the things that really let the product down. I know it's a minor issue thing, but to be honest with you, you can't get the writing correct on a packaging like this, which go out to the masses. You know, how much care are you putting into the product itself? I really don't understand it. That is just my pet hate about, you know, products from China. It's such an easy thing to fix, you know. Just get someone who know English to proofread it before you print. But anyway, enough of me babbling about, you know, little things like that. Let's open it and have a look. You've got 3-pin plug power adapter. This is the racking for the fan. And then you got the fan. And that's it. That's all you get from the box. Okay, you got a handle here. You got a control panel at the back here. You got a knob. And then you got some LED display here, which is the, I think 25%, 50%, 75%, 100%. A output, so you have one USB output, which is right here, and you got a DC 12 volt input to charge up the battery inside. A single switch button will turn on the light in the front. You can see that. So that's the light. It's kind of a spotlight rather than, you know, a light which lights up your tent, for example, but this is useful at night, I guess. And you got different power level. Okay, I see. So every time you press it, it changes power level and cycle to stop. The knob here, you turn it and then the fan will be turning on. So that's the maximum, and then click to switch off. I mean, it's a fan, so there's not much to talk about, but what I can say is the propeller is a lot smaller than the case itself, so I'm not sure why they don't use up all the space in there to make it a bigger blade. Maybe that small blade is enough. Please charge once in 3 months when the product is not in use, increases product lifetime. I thought lithium battery don't need to because they have low discharge rate. Oh man, seriously. So it's good that they have plastic to protect the mounting system, but the parts are velvet into the tube with the plastic on. So how are you going to completely get rid of the plastic? Oh man. Maybe I'm just in a complaining mood today, but I mean, I don't really feel great about my £80 spent on this. But luckily, I bought it from Amazon, so if I don't like it, it will go back. At least I can peel back the rubber to pull out some more of this packaging. But this is just so unprofessional. This is what I mean. They velvet the metal tube to the casing and the plastic, that's fine, but you do it with the packaging on, so now it's got all these plastic bits that you try to pull it out. Well, at least the base is strong. It looks like it's not going to go anywhere once you mount it on. Alright, so does it go this way or does it go this way? I think this way will be more suited. So let's do it this way. I mean, it can't be any more simple than this. You just got two things to screw onto. All right, so there you go. So this fan is now completely built. And I have to say, the base is really good. I mean, I know it's a very simple design with a metal plate here. You can actually like mount it on a wall and then have it like pointed anywhere because there's no wire restriction. So you can actually have it hang on the wall and point it where you want to point it to. The only thing, there's no left or right. So, you know, you can't twist it with the base on, but you just have to move the whole base where you want to point it to. So I guess if you want to hang it up, you can, and then adjust the fan where you want it to, which is quite a handy idea as well. I'm going to leave the hook on the plate. Okay, for this time, I'm going to just leave it charged because I want to test it while it has full capacity. And you plug it in. Okay, so pretty standard. When you plug it in, the LED starts to light up and it flashes at the level it was charging at. So at the moment, it's 75% going to 100. I'm going to come back when it is 100. Maybe we'll do some testing and see how good or how bad this product is. Okay, just for a bit of a fun factor, let's see how strong the fan is. If I turn it on, just the lowest it will go. Alright, so this is the lowest setting. Not bad, not bad. I think this is middle or medium. Impressive, actually. I do think this is quite strong. Obviously, there's no way I can measure it without a proper machine, but you know, most of my video is just to show you what it can and what it can't do on camera. So, you know, this is in 4K. This is actually quite cool. In terms of noise-wise, like any fan, you know, they do make noise, but it's not really so much from the motor or itself or anything like that. It's more to do with the wind, more like a wind noise, if you know what I mean. And there is a minimum. So, you know, if you're thinking that you can use it on your bedside, I think it will disturb your sleep because it is quite noisy. Because purely not because of the motor or anything like that, it wouldn't go any lower than this. I mean, I can feel it. Even though I'm quite far away, I can still feel it. So, you know, if you can turn it down anymore, then yes, it might be completely a silent fan, but there is no option. Anything lower than this, it will just stop. And I guess the good thing is you can use it while it's plugged in. So it's not just like a chargeable battery that once it runs out and you're stranded. If you leave it plugged in, you can actually use it as a plug-in fan. So the test is quite simple. I got my iPad right there, which is going to be my timer. And I got my fan here, which is now fully charged. When I turn it on to the max, you can see that the fan is coming out. So it's very simple setup, really. And what I want to do is I want to record and see when this thing stops working. Now, I won't be around to watch this. It's going to be like 4 hours or something like that. But when I come back and review the footage after a few hours, hopefully I can catch the moments that it's actually ended with a timer on screen for you guys. So at full power, it did last the whole 4.5 hours, which is quite okay for this kind of a battery pack. Although I'm a bit skeptical in terms of what storage system they have in there, but if it lasts 4 hours on full blast, I guess if you do half, then it should last even longer, which is enough for, I guess, one barbecue party as such. And if you're going camping and stuff like that, it's good to have a power output. Obviously, if you do use that to charge any devices, then your fan power time will be even less. But to be honest with you, I don't think I will need it full blast because it is quite strong. If I'm doing barbecue and stuff, if I put it right next to me, I probably do it like half or maybe even a quarter will be enough. And you can see that it won't work anymore because the power is completely drained, and it will flash to tell you that you need to charge it. So I'm going to plug it back in and have it a charge. But just to show you guys, it should still work if I plug it in. So even though the power battery is completely drained, as long as you plug it in, it will still work as a wired device. Obviously, I guess it will take a little bit longer to charge up because you're draining the battery as well as charging. So this is the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you next time with more interesting gadget. Bye bye.